Hey, coach.
Good morning or good evening.
Good morning to you. It's what time is it over in Illinois? It's
10.
10 in the morning. Okay,
Yes. Yeah.
brilliant. Brilliant. So I'm only going to keep you 10 minutes, coach. Thank you for coming on. And for the viewers, kids that we've sent over to Illinois have had an absolutely terrific time. In the main, speaking to them all down to the coach here. So I've spoke to a lot of coaches over the years, and we've got a lot of kids going out this summer. I think we've got about 40 going out to different ones, and everyone speaks so highly of you, coach. And you know yourself, sometimes boys has bad day. We spoke to Kyle last night. He's raving about his time in Illinois and gutted that he's leaving and moving on to another stage. What makes your college so special, coach? What would you say that the things are for you guys? Because clearly you're doing something right.
It may sound real simple, but I base my total program on relationships.
Yeah.
I care about my kids. I love them. I really do. I am looking from day one to get them to where they want to go. And sometimes that's really hard for all of us because, I mean, at the bottom line, everybody just wants to win,
Yeah.
and winning is hard. And so when we don't win, then that's usually the tension points. But I think there's a level of trust with me at some point in time, and it's over time. Is again and again and again and again, I prove that I'm not in it for me. I'm in it for them.
Yeah.
And when someone sees that, they play. Bottom line is they're going to play for you. They're going to listen to you. They recognize that I care about the program more than anybody, and the program is actually the people. And so I'm super excited. We had 8 kids that so far that are moving on from John Wood with 2-year degrees, scholarships to the 4-year level.
Brilliant.
That's success to me.
Yes.
Success is the last month where that I had kids from Scotland, kids from England, kids from the United States, kids from Brazil actually coming together, loving each other, and playing together as a team, truly as a team. We had a great spring season. To the kid, they said, why could we have achieved that dynamic in the fall? And part of it is time.
Yeah.
It takes time to build chemistry. And at the 2-year level, it's very hard to like put it together in 90 days and then, bam, you're this gelling team as if you've played 5 years together.
Yeah.
So I would say, just to summarize, is relationships.
Brilliant. And I know you are, and also your college is, very big, coach, on the education side of it. Could you sort of clarify that a little bit?
The education side to me, and partly is that I was them once upon a time. That's the other thing, is that they forget. They just think I'm old, and I understand the importance of education. Not that it's the end all be all. It provides opportunities that you might not have had if you didn't get the education. So at 18, 19 years of age, if you're opening up your window of opportunities, then you have a lot of different paths. If you choose not to do that, then your path not entirely is limited, but it trends that way. So then we hold them to a really high academic standard, and they don't like it at the time.
Yeah.
And they love it with the result.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. We always say to our kids, you're a full-time footballer training every day, but you're also a full-time student, and one without the other does not work.
Right. That's exactly right, John. You're a student athlete in the States. And if you're an international, I have to really indoctrinate, that's a strong word, but train them in the fact that the schools, most of them, are not there for athletics. They're using athletics as a platform to perpetuate what they're about, which is education.
Yeah.
And so therefore they care most about our students, athletes. Athletics is a privilege. And that's a little bit different. I mean, if you wanted to go become a professional athlete, then the path really is through a club in Europe and so on and so forth. There are opportunities, but but I just need to emphasize to the young men that, these grades are going to matter to you. It creates discipline in your life, doing things you don't want to do, not knowing why you're doing them with a result down the road. Sounds like a lot of things in life.
Yeah, yeah,
Doing the hard stuff.
yeah. We've got quite a few boys coming over this fall. They're all really hyped up for it. They're all working in their paperwork at the moment. So Jen, our office manager, is going to be sort of messaging them. So she's trying to keep an eye on them, make sure that they're getting everything they need to get. And you've got some terrific boys coming over there, really, really terrific boys. And they're all super excited. And the thing I like about it, like some of your boys that we sent over a year ago, like Kyle, Strowan, and Kenneth, are sort of helping them with a group chat and stuff like that. The camaraderie that you seem to have got within your colleges is great.
Yeah. And you know what, John? I could tell you as many horror stories as victory stories.
Yeah.
So it can be daunting. It can get messy. But what I believe is that in the big picture of their lives, they're learning, as I told them yesterday, you've made friends across the globe for life. Like
Yeah.
who does that?
Yeah.
And they do. They're all like, I know that there's at least 5 or 6 of them that are getting together, and that means that they're going cross continent or cross countries together this summer, which is just, to me, that thrills my heart.
Yeah.
You gain a little bit different perspective when you have some maturity and some, you've put some, miles under your feet.
Yeah.
That's what makes the world go round. It really does. It's just like pouring into people, and you'll get the result. You will get the temporary result at some point, but I think there's just a bigger thing that we're afforded as coaches, and that is to really impact young men. And that's how the world changes, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. You must be excited about this fall, about the season up and coming here. Are you excited about the team and how you are going to hopefully develop and do well this year?
Can you be excited and scared to death at the same time?
Yeah. Yeah, I've been there.
So that's my true emotion, is that I am so excited because I get to hit the reset button, even though I really don't have any reason, because I do great with my guys that I have and I love them. But it's kind of like your own kids. You don't want your kids to live in your basement of your house their whole life. You want them to go out and fly. And so this is the moment. So I'm excited to have all these new guys, and they're going to become friends. They're going to become people that I love.
Yeah.
The scary side of it is that we're bringing in a pretty large group. And so it could look like a 3-year-old nursery if we're not careful. So I think it's going to require on my part the utmost attention and organization to really help them. I have 20 kids that have never taken a college class.
Yeah.
So then it's not just on the field. And because of the fact that it all happens in the first 90 days, the kids really are going through a lot of transition away from mom and dad, starting college, new teammates. What's comfortable? Nothing is comfortable about it. So if I can provide a level of comfort, and you know what I mean by comfort, just where that they get their sea legs, then I think that we'll be able to get off to a good start with them, and look forward to what and I'm excited too.
Yeah.
I agree with you. I think I have a pretty strong group athletically. So yeah.
Okay, brilliant. And pre-season, what have you got in store for them, coach?
A lot of team building, probably more than ever. I actually am bringing back 3 of my players that have played for me that are now way up the road, graduated, master's degrees. It's my first group. and I'm bringing them back because they can really help maybe some of these guys capture what this is, and
Yeah.
how that John Wood is really a platform for them. So there's going to be a lot of team building in that first 30 days. And what I mean by team building is stuff that's on the field, but maybe as much stuff off the field this time. I only have 4 guys that are coming back that are sophomores. And so that's going to just require a lot of, well, it'll be interesting to see, but we definitely know that we've got to start the process of building family, community, team from day one. That'll be our challenge.
Excellent. I'm sure it's going to go well. And I know you deal with quite a few agencies and stuff like that. Hopefully you've I mean the relationship I've had with you, the Zoom calls we've had with kids and parents, you've always been there, you've been on the ball, you've been spotting time. So hopefully have you been happy with 5 stars service to you, coach, so far?
Yeah, we really have, and that's why we've come back. And um, part of it is the fact that the young men that you have provided for us very much fit what we're trying to do. So
Yeah.
I couldn't speak any higher of Kenneth Struan and Kyle.
Yeah.
I saw Kyle on Saturday at his Knicks college, and
Yeah.
we had just such a great time hugging on each other, catching up with one another. That's what you want.
Yeah.
And Kenneth and Struan, they fit. That's all there is
Yeah.
to it.
Yeah.
They fit me, and they fit the college, they fit the community. I think Kenneth is a perfect example. He came in at semester, and
Yeah.
this team just embraced him. I mean,
Yeah.
to be basically odd man out, you would never, if you lined all 20 guys up
Yeah.
and said which one came last,
Yeah.
he would never be picked.
No, yeah, he's a live lawyer, isn't he? He's a good lad. How have
He
you
really is.
how have you dealt with all this? How the Scottish accents? Have you got the knack of it yet, Coach?
I'm getting better, but I tease him about it. I'll just say, "What in the world did you just say?"
Well,
or I'll say something, and then I'll say, Struan, say it back to me in Scottish.
well, Coach, thank you so much for coming on. The boys that are coming over there, let me rest assure you, they will be fit. They will be ready for you, for our handover to you to look after them. We'll be back on to you again, probably around about October, November of this year for 2025, boys. Have a fabulous pre-season. Have a terrific fall. Don't even need to ask you that. I'm sure you'll look after the boys. Our families are all excited. This is as you say, is a nervous and exciting time. But they're all up for it. So let me wish you guys and everyone at John Wood the most fantastic fall season this year. And thank you for coming on and all your support that you've done with us.
Well, but right back at you, John. We appreciate you connecting us. It makes it doable for me to have a conduit, someone I can trust, that's in another place that can help us build our program. So thanks to you, and have a great day.
Thank you. Cheers, Coach. Take care. Thank you.
Yep.
Bye-bye.